The excitement around Dogecoin is such that the scams have inevitably started. And well, they aren't really new. Scams have been around since these digital coins could first be traded for money. Dogecoin started back in 2013 as a joke between two engineers. IBM software engineer Billy Marcus and Adobe software engineer Jackson Palmer had never even met when they successfully combined two of 2013's greatest phenomena, Bitcoin and Doge. The result? Dogecoin. Dogecoin was a product that people started using as soon as it was released, much to the two engineers' surprise. Over 1 million unique visitors went to Dogecoin.com within the website's first month, and why would they not? After all, it was fun. From the outside, the parody cryptocurrency featured a Shiba Inu dog and traded for less than a penny. Seemed cute and innocent, however, under the surface was a dark history riddled with scams. The jocular tone brought a group of people to the community that didn't take themselves and the cryptocurrency quite so seriously, and because of that, the Dogecoin community was known for being far more friendly than the Bitcoin community, which could be sometimes cutthroat and haughty. Palmer says, "The thing that was cool about Dogecoin, I had just spent the past 8 months or so learning about Bitcoin, but the Bitcoin community was full of overly serious know-it-alls. On Dogecoin, there were all these regular people that just wanted to know more about cryptocurrency." Well, started out as a parody because of the vast number of altcoins being launched after Bitcoin's initial rise. The Dogecoin community never took itself that seriously. When people came in determined to rally people around raising the price, most responded with memes and the disjointed dialogue of the Doge. That casual style not only caught newbies' attention, but also scammers. And with an industry still unregulated, it was a perfect target. Dogecoin was subjected to a number of frauds, but one company in particular sucked the fun out of it. On May 4, 2014, against all odds, Dogecoin surged to the finish line in Aaron's 499, a nationally televised NASCAR race in Talladega, Alabama. The generous, fun-loving fans of Dogecoin had successfully sponsored the number 98 car driven by Josh Wise and painted on all sides with the coin's goofy logo. As the Doge car raced to 20th place, NASCAR cheered on Wise on Twitter, and TV commentators praised the Dogecoin community for collectively donating more than $50,000 to wrap number 98 with Dogecoin branding. It was thought to be the first time a NASCAR vehicle had been sponsored through crowdfunding. But what the commentators didn't mention, because hardly anyone noticed, is that buying that NASCAR sponsorship wasn't really a team effort. Rather, it was disproportionately the work of one man, Alex Green, founder and director of Moolah, the preeminent company that exchanges Dogecoins for other kinds of currency. Green, who would also throw around Dogecoin and not just a couple of dollars worth here and there via Twitter, but tens of thousands of dollars at Dogecoin meetups, was loved by the community, and so it was more than willing to buy into Green's company, sending Bitcoin and receiving a token equivalent to shares of the company. This was even before initial coin offerings, ICOs, were part of the broader cryptocurrency lexicon. Through that process, Green raised somewhere around $750,000 from mostly wide-eyed teenagers getting their first taste of the cryptocurrency world. But sadly, Moolah shut down in October 2014, and Green disappeared with the money. It came out that he was actually serial scammer Ryan Kennedy, who had a long history of creating scam startups that raised funds and vanished. As well as a serial scammer, Kennedy turned out to be a serial rapist. He was convicted in May 2016 of 3 counts of rape and jailed for 11 years. Well, that's quite a twist at the end. However, this wasn't the only case of fraud that swept through Dogecoin. The first hack happened less than 20 days after the cryptocurrency was launched. About 21 million Dogecoins, which at that time was equal to $12,000, were stolen from Doge Wallet. But the community was determined to keep the joke alive. The community decided to raise the amount of money stolen from the web wallet to reimburse the victims of the hack. As per the reports, they were able to raise nearly $13,000. While that might have been the aha moment for many of the community's leaders, who then began brainstorming ideas for other fundraisers that the Dogecoin community could participate in. The first fundraiser sending the Jamaican bobsled team to Sochi, Russia for the 2014 Winter Olympics, raised $30,000 in Dogecoin in 24 hours. In subsequent fundraisers for charities, including one that helped children with autism, one that worked with service animals, and one, Charity Water, which built wells in Kenya, all had similar success. But while all this big-heartedness was going on, there were more sinister things happening in the background, including people threatening to attack mining pools unless they were paid, and the founders of digital wallets running off with customers' money. Ben Dornberg, a research assistant at Harvard University, who was a longtime board member of the Dogecoin Foundation, dealt personally with an interestingly nefarious scam when the Dogecoin community was raising money to send Shiva Keshavan, an Indian luge athlete, to the Sochi Winter Olympics. According to Dornberg, the head of the Winter Games Federation of India began emailing Dornberg to send the money directly to him or his son, who was also an Olympic athlete. It seemed that the head of the federation wanted to use the money on his son instead of on Keshavan. Keshavan, also in contact with Dornberg, allegedly told him not to send the money to the federation. In the end, the Dogecoin community raised about $7,000 for Keshavan, but it never got to its intended recipient. The Indian Ministry of Sports, who at first denied having the money to send athletes, agreed to pay Keshavan's travel expenses, and the Dogecoin raised was returned to the donors. Then there was Wulong, a pseudonymous character pretending to be a Singaporean day trader on behalf of the Chinese. Wulong created an IRC, Internet Relay Chat channel that people had to pay to join. Furthermore, people that wanted access had to buy his book of life advice. Wulong apparently manipulated the price of Dogecoin for a while before launching PandaCoin, which he pumped and then 3 days later dumped. His millions of coins making significant money for himself while ripping off everyone else that had invested in the altcoin. Even though Dogecoin weathered the storm of such fraudsters and scammers, the Moolah incident created a fissure in the community that has never fully recovered from. Many abandoned the currency altogether, while others were more suspicious and less generous with their coins. They chased their tails trying to figure out who or what was to blame. The whole structure of the community was naturally vulnerable, based on trust and kindness, and hosted on anonymous platform. Still, Dogecoin is currently one of the top 10 coins on the market. As of August 31st, it had the 7th biggest market value. There are pressures facing the entire cryptocurrency market, yet Dogecoin has endured with the best of them. Well, that brings us to the end of today's video. If you found our video informative, do like it and share it with your friends. Till next time, stay tuned and subscribe to our channel for all new updates coming up.